Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again talking about a certain Vaughn Karen who has some interesting things to say about the Rippaverse. All things considered, he's clearly not interested in pushing his own stuff. He's clearly interested in trying to ruin everyone else's fun with the Rippaverse lately, especially with the recent Rippaverse showcase and the 14 books that were announced, including books from writers Mike Barron, the Saskas, and Chuck Dixon once again. It's also interesting how even the Wheelers are laughing at EvS, and the sales for Comicsgate in general are absolutely plummeting. It's also interesting that Vaughn Karen has some choice words as well for the Kamen America guys as they continue to produce more product than him. The Rippaverse continues to produce more product than him, but he always wants to talk about how everyone else is going down and how bad everyone else's stuff is, yet you're not literally producing anything. Vaughn Karen is sitting here, again, trying to ruin other people's fun. But let's go ahead and start this video off, as we always do, with the Rippaverse Trinity ending in 3 days, 6 hours. Now, if you didn't watch the video yesterday, the merch will not be posted in the store. So if you're looking to purchase any merch from this campaign, please go ahead and do so, because it's not going to be in the store afterwards. I pre-ordered my Rippaverse Trinity Volume 1, the hardcover, because I rather have hardcover books. As you can see here, I got Kamen America Omnibus Volume 1. Hardcover because they're just more durable, easier to put on the shelf, but I have this book here for a reason. We'll get into it in just a bit. Sitting at 815 books total sold with 62,000 in total sales. Bloodroof number 1, pre-order collection, 19 days, 7 hours, 27 minutes left to go on that collection. Closing in on 11,000 books, breaking the $600,000 in total sales numbers. And for people, again, who, if you didn't watch my video from yesterday, I did announce I got some returning guests like Mugen Lord, who is launching his Vampire Killers number 1 on January 6th. This is, of course, the link to, follow the project before it releases. And I'm having him on Friday, January 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Wednesday, January 15th, I'm having a returning guest, Vaughn Coleman, to talk about Phenomenova issue number 2, launching on January 3rd. So, and then tonight, I'll be doing a live stream with MSK, the gentleman down here, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, over on his channel, so come check me out later on today. And as always, I promote members of the channel. I promote followers and viewers of mine on the channel when they show off their absolutely amazing looking work, and I plan on picking up this physical copy of Under God Volume 1 when it releases. I believe it's going to be put on Amazon, so I'm going to be looking forward to getting that. But interesting that people like Christopher Collins here says they can't wait for the Rippaverse in live action and animation. Finally, content worth watching, and this is, of course, in response to the animated trailer for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man that was put out from Disney. It looks like absolute garbage. And of course, they did indeed race swap Norman Osborn to black. Of course, it's good that original white characters get swapped to black, but when you want to race swap a black character to white, it's all the race is integral to the character and this and that. It's only appropriate in one way, according to a lot of people online, and that was this response, of course, to saying, this isn't going to happen, sorry, even though there have been trailers already for both live action and animation, including a pilot for The Horseman, so that's already been done. So, as I said here in this response, in a response to this, I'll pull it up really quick. I said, we already have the Rippaverse in live action animation, so he's wrong on both accounts when it comes to the trailers. You, of course, have Red Strider saying it's already been done. And, of course, we're just pretending things now into the new year. This isn't a statement, bro. What is this? Your resolution should be to have less delusion. Best of luck. We've gotten a bunch of animated trailers and a live-action proof of concept, all of which fans liked. I know genuine interest in your product is something you've never experienced, but unlike your kind, Gear can actually deliver it. You clearly know nothing about my books or their impact, so gonna discard that noise. No, nobody really cares about your books, Vonster. No one's talking about them. No one's reading them. Nobody cares. We're talking about actual animated and live-action series. You mean the Horseman live-action series that's most likely going to happen probably next year, maybe the year after. Not animated trailers. By the way, the Horseman was an actual pilot. It wasn't just a trailer for the possible series. It was an actual pilot. Read the Yara live-action trailers comments if you want some good laughs. And you're going to pretend like these aren't trolls, dude. You're really going to pretend? Pretend is fun. But it can make you look like a clown online, so I'd recommend dealing with it. I mean, you look like a clown every single day, just like how you tried to claim that I blocked you on Twitter, even though you blocked me first. And what I typically would do is block the person who blocks me first, because when you have someone blocked on Twitter, they can still read your posts. So what I do is if you're going to block me first, I'm going to block you right back, which is what I did with quite a few people. So you try to lie, as you always do about certain people like myself, on a consistent basis. And no doubt you move those goalposts even more when a Rippaverse anime miniseries comes out, because that's what you idiots do. They tend to always shift the goalposts constantly, probably on a daily basis. Oh, and the live-action trailer didn't cost anything because it was just for fun, but the desire is there, which, again, isn't something you've ever faced. No, if they make a live-action animated series, I'll tip my hat. I highly doubt that, because you literally follow whatever your frog daddy tells you, because you literally flip-flopped on ISOM when your frog daddy told you. You said the Hour trailer was a proof of concept, now it's just for fun. Talk about moving goalposts. No, it's called two things can be true at the same time, which is what I always say to people. It can be a proof of concept and be just for fun at the same time. And as MSK would point out, yes, nobody reads or talks about his books whatsoever. But he has to, say this about Kamen America. Of course, you have Jim Satala right there. Let's take a listen to this really quick.
With my Amazon gift card from work, the
Titty
Kamen America. Well, yeah, like the Kamen America omnibus from Amazon.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're a big Common America fan. I keep forgetting that.
Kamen America's alright. I mean, I never read it, but I think it's alright.
I've never.
So you think it's alright, but you've never read it. You're pulling one of those nonsense arguments. Please stop.
Never read it, but it's alright. Who the I don't. God, Jesus.
She got big tits, man. She got big tits.
That doesn't make it a good book, man. Look up.
Amazing.
Read the
That's correct. It doesn't.
page.
Talking about.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing I don't like about it. All right.
Yeah.
It's a titty book, but they pretend to be
Oh no, it's a titty book. You don't actually know because you probably never read it.
like wholesome, good Christians selling like nice things
Yeah.
online and don't own it.
Yeah.
Like they should own it.
Yeah, be honest about what you're doing, right? I'm selling you a sexy character because people like sexy characters.
Oh no, what a revelation that people like sexy characters. That same exact thing that the supposed Goonergate, that's not really a real thing, it's just a meme at this point, has been telling people for a while.
Yeah,
Right?
and also I don't like. I mean, I think they hire really cool artists for their covers. Like, and they play up the sex in fun ways and whatever, but the inside of the book is nothing like it.
Yeah, they're trash, man.
The-
The one guy that Larry's book, the interiors are terrible. They
Okay, so Cynic there says the interiors of Kamen America are terrible. Okay, sure. Okay, so I have a book right here. I have the Kamen America Omnibus Volume 1, which has issues 1 through 3 on here. Y'all tell me, y'all can tell me in the comments if this looks terrible to you. I know these are covers, but y'all can tell me in the comments if this looks like terrible art to you. What are we talking about here? Are we really talking about this being terrible art? Do you not know who you have on your live stream when it comes to terrible art? Yeah, totally terrible art, coloring, lettering, all that good stuff, right, Cynic? Right. This is the guy you have on your stream. You're talking about this, right? This is what interior art for Terra in the Trenches Volume 1 looks like. And you're saying that Kamen America looks terrible? Have you seen this art? It's good. It's not great, though. I mean, was he trying to be a Punisher character here? Like, this guy looks like he was supposed to be made to be a Punisher character, even though Vaughn Claus of Vaughn Karen was literally called out by 2 viewers on this channel as being an absolute Punisher tourist, as he tries to create a character that looks like he's meant to be the Punisher or a Punisher ripoff. Like, again, what are these skulls, bro? What are these skulls here? These don't even look like good skulls. What the heck is this? What are we talking about here?
they are not.
They're
good.
meh.
And I'm not the type of person that just because I'm beefing with someone if your art's good, your art's good.
You know,
Right.
Queen Mickey had some words to say about his book because she got his book, and she basically looked at it.
I got his
and,
book.
Yeah, she had it.
Yeah, you got his book. Yeah, sure. So, Weekly Therapy, Vonster, who regularly watches Trashcast, wishes the anti-CG people would stop talking crap and talk about comics or something fun instead. Yeah, because I definitely haven't had 4 different creators on my channel. Hero Darky Dark, John's Longbox, Vaughn Coleman, and Mugen Lord. 4 different individual creators who have all made their own individual projects in indie comics that I haven't had on. And we talked about comics on those interviews. It's as if I don't promote comics whatsoever. I just like to talk trash about the randos and the weirdos in the indie comic space who try to talk trash about the Rippaverse on a consistent basis with their subjective opinions, because all they really have is opinions, no actual factual statements. But they act as if I've never talked about comics whatsoever. Meanwhile, I'll literally sit here and promote comics from multiple different creators that they like to trash on, right? They like to sit here and trash on people like Vaughn, Coleman, and Hero Darky Dark, and John Booyah, where, you know, Ethan told John Booyah to break his neck harder. Meanwhile, John Booyah was able to release and deliver on Heroic Tales #1 before Cyberfrog 3 or Rainbow the Brute. So, what are we talking about here? So let's get into this.
Crazy we had him last week. He just came on and just said, "All you CG guys, all you do is talk about Eric July, blah blah." blah. I'm like, everybody's talking about Eric July. Be more specific, you know. It's just stupid, you know.
But don't you understand? All I do is talk about Eric July, Holmes.
All you guys do is talk about Eric July. Y'all don't actually create anything. Y'all don't create anything. Y'all don't promote anything. You guys really don't do anything but talk about Eric July.
I love that man. He's made me so much money.
Yeah, okay, Proctoni.
Yeah, these people, it becomes this weird weekly therapy thing for them, and it's all about being righteous. They're always the good people, and we're the bad, degenerate people, according to them. And you get...
Because you are. You consistently trash on another company rather than working on your own material. And this is why your books continue to go down in backers, down in books sold, because all you do is talk negatively about other people's stuff. You sit here and act as if people can't enjoy the Rippaverse and enjoy your product too. It's, if you enjoy the Rippaverse, you're null and void, you are a nobody, your opinion is invalid, you shouldn't be able to be a comic person, you're a tourist, and this and that. Meanwhile, when people present that they have comic collections and that they have been reading comics for a long time, you just ignore those people because they like Rippaverse. Not for any other reason, it's just they like Rippaverse, and because you hate it so much, they're null and void and they're irrelevant and their opinion doesn't matter. You guys can't just sit here and go, okay, you like the Rippaverse, I disagree, I don't like it, I'm glad you like it. That's all you really have to do. That's what I end up doing. I tell people I don't give a crap about Ethan's stuff. You guys can enjoy your Cyberfrog if you ever actually talk about it or read it. That's perfectly fine, and they'll sit there and say, oh, you know, Rippaverse is bad. Again, it's your opinion, you're allowed to have it. Congratulations, I'm going to be over here reading 12 new books next year while you sit over there and get nothing.
It's like, I wish you guys would move on and talk about comics or something fun. I mean, no one wants to watch this shit.
Again, I've already explained it a little bit earlier.
Boring. And you don't make any good points. It's just making you feel better about who someone you're mad at. It's just childlike, you know?
You don't really make any good points about anything. Again, all you do is try to suck the fun out of everybody, because anybody who's having fun reading or watching the Rippaverse is, again, bad, or they're low IQ, or they're not real comic fans. Remember I said that.
But yeah, people are going to talk about Eric July because he's a big presence, and he's doing, he's doing a lot of shit that...
Yeah, you're going to talk about Eric July because it's the popular drama farming thing to do, and you're just grifting off of it. You're nipping at the ankles of someone more successful, more popular, and you're consistently talking about this person, literally just making content. At least when I talk about Ethan, I'm talking about the negative crap he's doing towards somebody else that I like, a creator that I like, a creator's material that I like, and I call out the BS on a consistent basis. I call out the lies and show where he's lying and why he's lying and all that stuff.
You know, is actually kind of interesting and funny and weird. We've never seen a comic book universe that's born from someone's ego and not an actual vision.
Yeah, because he definitely didn't have a concept art book that he created of all the concepts of something that was developed by his vision. Okay, you keep living in your little delusion.
Of universe. It's bizarre. Like, we're going to talk about it. Like, we can't just ignore it all the time. And also, it's so funny. I mean, how...
Oh, no, you can absolutely ignore it, but because you're making money, you know, do your thing, go ahead, make your bag, but you're essentially grifting off of Eric's success. So what are we talking about here? Again, like, what are we honestly talking about? If you don't like the content, you don't watch it. You could simply ignore the content that Eric July is putting out. Just like I don't watch Trashcast. I don't watch Ethan Van Sciver live. I get clips from Twitter and I talk about the clips and give my opinion and commentate on them. I don't watch Trashcast.
not. So it's interesting. So yeah, people are going to talk about it, but it doesn't mean we're obsessed. It doesn't mean there's other things we have going on.
Literally, we have Trashcast, bro. What do you think Trashcast is? Over 120 episodes of just being obsessed with Eric July's every single move.
You know, in a lot of ways, we feel like he kind of set a standard that he didn't live up to and kind of betrayed a lot of people. And that kind of disappoints.
What standard? He never said he was going to take over the industry. He never said he was going to outdo Marvel and DC. He was just setting out to do his own thing because he didn't like what was happening in the mainstream comic industry that he loved and was a part of and spent money on. And he created a universe, his own little sandbox, his own little thing that a lot of people enjoy, and he's continuing to please the fans by continuing to give the fans what they want. It's such a hard concept for retards like you to understand what that is, because you don't have an audience like that. You're not building an entire universe like he is.
Appointments happened a lot where we had those expectations, we gave the guys our money, and then they kind of did a heel turn or whatever. It happens.
Eric didn't do a heel turn. If you want to talk about someone who did a heel turn, that would be EvS. Because Eric July, the smart guy that he is, did not give credence to a certain Juju the Cow's criticism, which wasn't really criticism, because the clown didn't even read the book. Because a bunch of questions he asked were answered in the book, and if you would have actually read I Saw Him #1, the same book that seems to live rent-free in EVS's head to this day, he would know the answers to the questions he asked Eric July on that Flashcast stream. And he wouldn't be looking like an a-hole when Juju the Cow is literally sitting there claiming that Eric July is committing charity fraud with comic books for kids. And that's why, even to this day, he still talks about and cries and copes and seeds and molds about Eric July calling him the N-word 3 times in that stream. Because he was acting absolutely bitch-made. He expected Eric to take his criticism after he was sitting on Twitter for months on end, claiming that Eric was committing charity fraud, claiming that he was scamming people. So miss me with that bullshit. But it's also interesting that the Wheelers even have a good laugh at EVS's expense, listening to this absolute dribble coming out of this man's mouth. Let's listen here.
I have found myself in a position where I'm running an entire business by myself.
I mean, Eric July basically runs his business by himself for the most part. He has a bunch of employees and comic artists he contracts, comic writers that he contracts. But you see him producing work that people enjoy and that people are actually receiving that they paid for. Bro, when you have the Wheelers laughing at you, you know you're down bad.
Prepared for this. God save me.
I'm putting out one page in my bed. It's moving way too fast. I can't keep up.
I'm trying to run this business all by myself. I just didn't know what to do.
It's actually pretty funny.
You soy sucker, you're a joke. You are a joke. I can't even look at your face anymore without laughing. Like, you are so small to me now.
God.
I mean, EVS is quite large.
Damn, dog.
Oh my god.
And that involves a lot more. It's just a lot more responsibility.
Oh. I have to actually draw.
Wipe my own ass now, guys. Hang on, I have to wipe
You have zero responsibilities because you don't draw anything.
my own ass. I'm not used to that.
I have to try to be a professional, and it's just not something that I'm really capable of doing, so it's very difficult for me, guys. I have to do things like ship books and wonder how to give people their commitments for the money they paid. I just don't.
Yeah, like the people like me who bought Rainbow the Brute in 2021, and people that backed Cyberfrog 3.
know how to. I just don't know how it's done.
That's hilarious, though. But all caps comic sales, because people, they do this for the Rippaverse all the time. So I guess it's only fair if our side does it. I personally don't give a crap how much money Ethan makes. I'm not a pocket watcher. You do what you have to make your money. Do whatever you have to do, Ethan. You go right ahead. But it's funny how he's up here, then down over here, making nothing, then back up again, then down again, then up, then back down again, then up, then back down. It's like, these are your sales, Ethan. These is all caps comics for your sales. These are declining, bro. Declining from Cyberfrog, Blood Honey, all the way to Ultra Cyberfrog Warts and All. You know, that true complete edition of Cyberfrog Warts and All that it is now, not the original Warts and All. That apparently wasn't a complete collection, so you lied about that. So now this is apparently the Ultra Cyberfrog Warts and All that's now a complete collection. You're so out of it, bro. Like, you are irrelevant, like I've been saying for months now. You are an absolute washed up comic pro, and you should absolutely just stay in your lane and stop acting like you could compete with someone who's doing it better than you, who's doing your craft better than you, who's doing the business better than you. And you are literally sitting here for months now saying that Graham Nolan phoned in his Yaira cover, thinking you're a better writer than Chuck Dixon. Like, there's a bunch of things that you absolutely should just stop doing. You should just go full YouTuber, full drama farming YouTuber, because it seems like that's all you're going to be able to do is drama farm your way into people's pockets to give you money, grift your crappy comics, and then die. So, I mean, that's all I really have for this video today. Thank you all for checking it out. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. Again, come check me out over on MSK's channel at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time for a little one-on-one conversation. And subscribe for more content. Smash like on the video. Comment below what you feel about everything. I'm hoping to put out 3 videos today. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you get a notification anytime I post a new video go live on this channel. Consider becoming a member for just $1 a month. Just click down below the join button if you want to get access to emojis as well as members only content. And I'm looking to do a members only video for the last day of the year. So consider becoming a member. If you don't want to spend the buck, that's okay too. I appreciate you for watching the videos and jumping in on the live streams. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.